Hey everybody, it's 12 Gauge Geek here with another video for you guys. And today we are looking at my Marvel excuse me, my Marvel Select collection. This is I don't know what's a large collection or small, decent sized collection, about I want to say 32 figures. Um and we'll start with the first one. Ooh, sorry for that. The first one I have is the only one I have that's actually out of the box. It is Thunderbolt Ross Red Hulk. I bought this one a couple years back. This one is really cool, really big, thick, heavy figure. If you guys know Marvel Selects, they're not very opposable, kind of stiff, but otherwise decent quality, decent looking, decent painted. I think these are way cooler than Marvel Legends. I like these more than DC Multiverse, and that's why I have such a large collection of them. So before we get into the rest of them, I'll just set him off to the side here. Um, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel to catch more geek related content if you guys are interested. And let's get on to the rest. We'll start with the next one here. This is Marvel's Beast, Hank McCoy. This one's really cool. Not the heaviest figure, but decently detailed. Really cool base that he comes with. He comes with, as you can see here, some extra hands. And, gotta have Beast. If you're an X-Men fan, he's one you definitely gotta have in the collection. So as we go ahead and keep going, I'll set them over there on the floor. And next one here is Iron Man, Tony Stark. This is a older school looking Iron Man, or at least an older school suit of his here. There are a couple different renditions of Iron Man that I have seen Marvel Select do, but I believe this is the only one that I have in my collection. And, gotta have an Iron Man. Has a really cool base on that one, too. Next one here is the Marvel Select Madness in the Multiverse. Or actually, this one I think is WandaVision's Scarlet Witch here. So this one is accurate to the latest Marvel MCU Wanda. And this one I think is really cool. Big fan of Scarlet Witch. She's iconic. She's been around since, X-Men's comics first came out. Big character, extremely powerful, and the artwork on this one is really good in my opinion. It actually looks like the actress herself, so that one is really cool. Next one here we have Spider-Man's villain, Sandman, William Baker. This one is really cool. I actually like this one a lot because he comes with, you can detach his torso from his legs and actually give him this really cool Sandman style base that they have here. And like this one a lot. This one's really cool. Really, really cool Sandman. One of Spider-Man's, strongest villains. I actually think that was one he didn't beat in Spider-Man 3, kind of just went away, luckily for Spidey. And next here we have Human Torch, one of the Fantastic Four. Johnny Storm here. This one's really cool. A decent Fantastic Four fan. They haven't quite got that franchise right yet, but every time they make one, I'll at least watch it and give it a shot and hope that it's the one that's going to be the good one. Hopefully this next movie we get this year coming up is actually one of the good ones. And I'll just keep going here. There's so many. We have Black Panther. This is the Black Panther from the movie. Really cool Black Panther. I like how they did this one. I think it's really cool. Sad about Chadwick Boseman. May he rest in peace. I thought he did a phenomenal job as Black Panther, and just sad we won't see more of him. Slide these over here because there are just so many. Next here we have Wolverine, and I believe this is Wolverine in like a brown variant of his uniform. I'm not sure if he was like this in which comic run or when he kind of appeared with this costume style. But this one's pretty cool. I like that this one gave him a like a samurai here that he's almost like practicing on, almost like a training samurai for him to spar against. And you know, you got to have a Wolverine. I've seen this same Wolverine style in the yellow original costume variant, and I ended up just picking up the brown one. Maybe I'll pick up the yellow one eventually. Who knows? But here we have next. This is Magneto. Iconic. You know, one of Charles Xavier's main villains, one of the X-Men's most powerful villains. I love Magneto. Who doesn't love Magneto? Um, you know, old Magneto in the original X-Men, even the new Michael Fassbender Magneto is just phenomenal. He's just extremely powerful and just makes a movie. In my opinion, the bad guy's only as good, or the hero's only as good as his villain, and Magneto is a phenomenal one. And then next here we have one of my favorite of the X-Men, one of the originals, Cyclops, the leader. Always been the leader from the get. You got to have Cyclops. I'm a huge fan, being someone who's just blind. I wish I could take my glasses off and just blast crazy laser beams. That would be amazing. And always been a huge fan of, you know, Scott Summers, Cyclops. Just really cool one to have in the collection. This is an older style outfit where he has the full kind of cowl over his head instead of seeing his hair like you would see in the more animated series to come later. And next here we have a little bit of a retro version here, but Captain Marvel, the actual you know, male Captain Marvel instead of the female version that was later to come here that we got in the MCU. And this one's pretty cool. I can't remember when I picked this one up, but I'm not, you know, the largest Captain Marvel fan, whether it be the male version, the female version, you know, any uh, exact rendition of Captain Marvel. But I thought this one was cool. I really like the base that he comes with. You can feel it's got some heft to it, and just one that I figured I'd pick up at one time or another. You know, if you guys know, Marvel selects all of these pretty much go for around $30 retail, and then, you know, depending on rarity, size, I've seen some ultimate versions, even some zombie versions of these that go for more. And next here we have the Avengers Infinity War Captain America. This one is really cool. It's Cap when, you know, he doesn't have his iconic normal costume. He doesn't have the round shield that, you know, we always see Cap with, the vibranium shield. Not sure if that got taken away during the Civil War debacle with Tony Stark, but this one is really cool. I'm huge fan of Infinity War. It's probably my favorite of all the Marvel movies, in my opinion. Uh, you know, the best of all the Marvel movies, but this one is really cool. And the next one we have here is the Marvel Select Thor. This is Thor, you know, how he looks more comic accurate, style Thor, like from the Mighty Thor comics and all that run. This isn't quite like the, Chris Hemsworth Thor, but this is a really cool Thor. I believe I may have another one or so. I'm not sure. I've seen multiple different renditions of Thor, but you got to have a comic accurate Thor. And this one's really cool. I like his base that he comes with. It's got a little bit of heft to it. And I think I picked this one up at Universal, and might have been on discount. So that was a good price for that one. And next here, yep, just like I said, it is another Thor, but this is Gladiator Thor from Thor Ragnarok. This is the Thor that fought the Hulk in the arena. He's in that same outfit here. He has the helmet, he has the armor, he has the swords, and this one is really cool. Love that movie. If you guys have seen my other video with the Thor Ragnarok statue, it is the same exact Thor here, both from Diamond Select, so that makes sense. But this one is really cool. Great movie. Love Thor Ragnarok. Really cool figure to have in the collection. And next here, we have Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock, the Daredevil. Big fan of Daredevil. Huge fan. My first introduction to Daredevil was actually Ben Affleck's, 2000s movie. And that one's not quite the best movie, but it's not terrible. If you go back and watch it, it is a decent Daredevil movie. It is the only Daredevil movie we have at this time, and really cool figure to have here. I did have, when I was younger, a Marvel Legends version of this Daredevil that actually hung up on the wall with like a cathedral style background that was really cool, but this one's a cool one to add to the collection as well. Who doesn't love Daredevil? And next here, we're getting on to some symbiotes. I've got Venom. Eddie Brock Venom here. And this one is really cool. Looking at this one, this is the one with multiple heads here. I'm not sure if this is the... No, this is not the Disney exclusive one. Disney does have an exclusive one that I think they sell at their parks or their stores. That's different from this one, and it is also very cool. But gotta have a Venom. These are just... I always love the artwork that they do on the sides of these boxes, and being a huge Spider-Man fan, I love all of Spidey's villains, and Venom is definitely one of my favorites. Next here we have, of course, another symbiote, Carnage. Cletus Cassidy, this is a big one, even though the movie was just a letdown. This is a really cool Marvel Select to add to the collection here. Really cool artwork again on the side. Love these boxes. I love how, if you look, he has just the crazy axe, his crazy weapons that he has. I love that they always give you other hands, little attachments, and usually every Marvel Select, not all of them, I think, will usually come with a pretty cool base with these, which is really nice as well. And on to the next one here. Not a symbiote, but Spider-Man himself. Spidey, Peter Parker. Now, I have seen, I may have another one, maybe another two of these, but I've seen a spectacular Spider-Man version of Spider-Man. And this one is really cool. Pretty much any version of Spider-Man I see, I usually want to pick up if I don't have it, being a big Spider-Man fan. I've been keeping an eye out for like a Spider-Gwen or a Peter Porker. I believe they make of these. I could always order them online. I just haven't. But this one is really cool. He gets a cool little base that he's standing on there. Not quite sure what kind of base that is, but just really cool figure all around. Gotta have a Spider-Man in the collection. And next here we will go to one of Spidey's greatest villains. We're on a Spider-Man kick right now. The Green Goblin, Norman Osborn. Now this is an iconic cover here. This is from ASM 39. That iconic cover, it actually gives it to you right on the back here. So don't think I pulled that right out of my brain. I did not. But this one is really cool. I believe I have another Green Goblin figure somewhere around the house that may be hiding. I don't know if I quite have it out here yet. I'll have to look. But this one is really cool. You get Peter all wrapped up. You can see some of his spider costume underneath and whatnot. And this one is just really cool. Really cool figure. I love the way they have the Green Goblin up on his glider, standing above Peter. This is a cool one. And next we will go to Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew. Now this one is really cool. I'm not a huge Spider-Woman fan, but I saw this one. The only gripe I do have with this particular one in my collection is there is a figure loose here. One of her little minions that she's supposed to be fighting or beating up that are coming after her just kind of got loose. But other than that, it's a really cool figure. Yet again, cool box art. Jessica Drew Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, excuse me. Really cool for Spider-Woman here. And next here, continuing the Spider Kick, we have the Gamerverse Spider-Man. I'm not sure which Spider-Man this is exactly from. It says on the back here that it is an advanced suit, I guess. This could have been from, probably one of Sony's Spider-Man games. I'm not sure which one because I didn't get a PlayStation for a while, but yet again, being a Spider-Man fan, I saw this, thought the suit was really cool. Really liked the different little hands they give him, the little gadgets, the webs, and all that. Just love that. Cool, different rendition for a suit. I could have 100 Spidey variant suits, as many as they make. I'd love to pick them all up. And next here, we have the Anti-Venom. Now, I'm not 100% comic accurate with Anti-Venom. I don't know quite what happened to turn Eddie Brock from his version of Venom into the Anti-Venom. My brother's a huge Venom fan. He would know way more than me. But I saw this one, thought it was really cool figure. Another symbiote, white version, white and black. I guess being Eddie Brock as well. Thought the hands were really cool. The base is really cool. It's got a lot of heft, the figure itself, so I do like a chunky, hefty figure. And this one was cool just to add to the collection. And here is the next one. I knew I had another one, see? It is another Green Goblin. Completely different style Green Goblin than the one you guys had seen prior. This one has a different base here. He does have his glider, and it looks like it has a puff of plume smoke underneath, like he's almost blasting away. As you can see here, really cool Green Goblin. Looks like he has almost like a purse, or maybe that's his satchel. No, I think that's his satchel, not a purse he stole off of a lady. But love the pumpkin bombs that they give him. Huge fan of the pumpkin bombs. Just really cool Green Goblin. I like the different renditions. I'd like to see them do a Hobgoblin. I think that would be pretty cool. Hobgoblin doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. And next here we got big fan favorite, Wade Wilson, Deadpool. You got to have a Deadpool in the collection. This one is just awesome. Who doesn't love Deadpool? All three movies were phenomenal. Number 2, my favorite, best movie. Love the Juggernaut. Just love to see him. And this one has, again, really cool artwork here. Really cool base. They give him he gets like some size. I believe that's what those weapons he's holding are called. He gets some guns, I believe. Yep, he has like a AR assault rifle. He has some katanas. Cool base here that he has, almost like one that he stands on with a brick layout kind of behind him. And you can feel that the base itself does have some heft. So really cool figure, really cool Deadpool the way they did him. Pretty comic accurate in my opinion. Looks really cool. And to partner with Deadpool, you gotta have him. Gotta have one in the collection. That is Colossus. Who doesn't love Colossus? That fight between Juggernaut and Colossus was phenomenal. I just love to see two big Hulks throwing it down, two just chunky characters. Who's gonna duke it out? Who's gonna win? I want to see the Juggernaut win, but obviously it's not going to happen. But big Colossus fan, who doesn't love Colossus? Really cool. This one's more of a comic accurate style Colossus, not like a X2 or X3 Colossus where he's human and then changes into Metal Man Colossus. But this one's really cool. Cool base here. I'm not sure if this is a base that he stands on or one that's just kind of in the back there. Maybe it's something he's throwing, or not sure. But this one is really cool. Really cool Colossus. Pretty cool looking. And let's see, what do we do next? We will go to the man, the myth, the legend, Thanos, the World Destroyer. And this is, I believe this is a more MCU comic, not comic accurate, MCU accurate style Thanos. This one's a little slimmer, but really cool armor that he has here. This one looks like could be one maybe from the first Guardians of the Galaxy or something when you get a little sneak peek, but really cool Thanos here. Who doesn't love Thanos? One of the baddest villains in the MCU. And if you got one Thanos, you gotta have the next Thanos. The comic accurate Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. A bit chunkier, a bit cruder looking in his appearance, but you do get his love affair in the box, Death. I actually did not know until, reading more into Thanos that that was originally why he was trying to achieve all the stones to prove his worth to Death. He believed that she wanted to kill everybody. But really cool figure here. You can feel the heft in the box. Cool one to add to the collection. Another Thanos. Alright guys, bear with me. We are almost through the whole collection here. Let's get on to the next one. And we have a really cool one to show you guys. Big fan of it. Love seeing it in the movie. The Hulkbuster, Iron Man Hulkbuster. Who doesn't love the Hulkbuster? This one is really cool in my opinion. Would have been cool if they did it a bit bigger, but they got to kind of keep it in line, I guess, with the rest of the figures. But just looking at it, I love the shine, love the paint, the artwork on it. You can feel a little bit of heft to the figure as well compared to some of the skinnier figures that are shown or have been shown prior. Really cool. Who doesn't love the Hulkbuster? Love to see it. Ooh. And next here, now we're getting into the hefty line. Some of the bigger figures that I have. This is the Thing. Who doesn't love the Thing? I can't remember what his name. Ben Grimm. Love the Thing. Always feel bad for Ben Grimm. All he wants is just his wife or a woman to love him. He just wants to look normal. But he's really cool. I love the Thing. I do like the actor that they chose from The Shield to portray him in the original Fantastic Fours in the 2000s. I thought that was pretty good casting. But this figure is really cool. I usually have to put this at the bottom of wherever I store these because this thing is so heavy. You can see it's kind of bending the box here because of just the weight of the figure itself. But really cool. Probably the heaviest figure I own, maybe. It's a close contender. Set that one there. And we'll go to the next one here, and that is the Abomination. Now this is a more comic accurate Abomination than the one we saw in the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk, even though I love that version of Abomination. What a good movie. Emil Blonsky, Abomination here. Really cool figure. My wife got me this. I believe it was 2 or 3 Christmases ago. Was really excited to add this to my collection. the heftier the figure, the heavier, just the closer it sits to my heart. I don't know why I like a big hefty figure, but this one is really cool. Who doesn't love the Abomination? Hopefully we get more of him. And next here, we're going to go on to the knockoff Iron Man, the Russian Iron Man, the Titanium Man, Boris Bolsky. I wasn't very familiar with the Titanium Man. I think it was after I purchased this figure, I started digging more into him. And I don't know, I think he's cool. He's so obscure. I like how chunky he is. He's just like a thicker, fatter Iron Man. And I love just the look of his helmet. He's got like a Iron Giant kind of look to me or something. I don't know. Really cool, really retro looking uh, style armor. So big Titanium fan, man. Titanium man fan. After picking this figure up, I actually picked up his first appearance, and just thought he was a really cool character. I'd like to maybe see him come on the big screen. I think that'd be really cool. Obscure character to just see. Maybe in Marvel Rivals, who knows? And now we are on to the last figure in the collection, my favorite figure of all of them. And of course, it is Cain Marko, the Juggernaut. Who doesn't love the Juggernaut? This figure is just amazing. It's so heavy, so hefty. I think the artwork on him is great. He just looks menacing. I love the grin that they give him, the big smile, the detail in the paint on his armor, I think, is really well done. I love the artwork on the side of the box here. Definitely my favorite figure. I've actually considered buying another one just to open it. And really, really cool. They do sell, it shows it on the back here, they actually sell an unmasked version of him, but it's like $100. Ridiculous. But this one's like, I think $40 in the aftermarket. Really cool figure. Definitely recommend picking it up. If any of you guys are a Juggernaut fan or just Marvel Select fan, that one, in my opinion, is worth the bang for the buck. So that's it, guys. That was all the Marvel Selects that I have. If you guys liked the video, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more geek-related content. Be sure to check out any of the other videos that I have posted to the channel. And thank you guys for watching.